Welcome to Detroit Unspun TV. My name is Dave Lingholm, and I will be your host for the next half hour of news and information about the transformation happening here in metropolitan Detroit. This week we have a lot in store for you, including a story about a salon that's helping our friends over at Detroit Bulldog Rescue, a great story about plans for this year's Lemonade Day Detroit, and as always, our weekly Dig Downtown 5 segment. So sit down, put away the mouse, and enjoy the next half hour of Detroit Unspun TV. In headlines this week, Detroit City Council approved a consent agreement by a 5-4 margin on Wednesday, a move that many feel will stave off the appointment of an emergency financial manager for the city. Phil Power from Bridge Magazine says that regardless of city finances, radical solutions are still needed to get Detroit growing again. Also on Wednesday, Twitter got Detroit's social media scene really buzzing when they announced that the recently rehabbed Madison building will be home to a sales and marketing office for the company. The Hotel Pontchartrain has a new buyer after sitting vacant for several years. Located across the street from Cobo Center, the building is slated to reopen as a Crown Plaza hotel by 2014. And from our own blog, Ashley Hennon tells us about a new television series airing on Detroit Public Television called Arab American Stories. The 13-week series that began last Monday features the stories of several Metro Detroiters. Now, to stay on top of news and information about Detroit's transformation, be sure to follow us on Twitter. We're pretty easy to find. Just search for Detroit Unspun. Now, just in case you think a lemonade stand is something that exists only in your childhood memories, this first story should pique your interest. This once popular business for kids is making a comeback, and it's teaching several Metro Detroit kids some pretty valuable lessons about being responsible financially.
We're at the headquarters for Huntington Bank in Troy, Michigan. They are the presenting sponsor for something called Lemonade Day Detroit. It's going to be held on June 9th this year, where they get a bunch of kids involved to learn about how to become entrepreneurs, a little bit of business skill set. They get to open up a bank account and also give back to community. We're going to go inside to learn more. I'm with Alexandra and Ali, two young women that are going to be participating in this year's Lemonade Day. Okay, so let's start with you, Alexandra. Why are you getting involved in Lemonade this year?
Because I thought that it would be nice to help people and to give money to charity and just help with around the world with everything.
Well, that's very kind of you. Ali, how about you? Why'd you get involved in Lemonade Day, or what's your goal for this year?
Well, this is my first year, and I think this will actually help kids with different things that they need and different problems they have. Also, I think, kind of nervous, I think that it would be a wonderful opportunity for me as a child that I can learn different things from people that I've never met and make new friends.
So I understand there are these backpacks that the kids can pick up. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So what happens is the kids go to our website and they'll register via our website, and then they can choose any of probably 100 locations now that they can pick up their backpack. And inside that backpack is everything they need in order to operate their business. And it'll teach them how to budget, how to plan, and then what to do once they've made their profits. So it's a wonderful resource, and everything they need is in that backpack. We got involved is because of the mission of this day, and it is to teach kids how to become entrepreneurs and how important it is to learn some of those skills at a really young age. So the kids will do everything from making a budget to hiring their employees to making their inventory and to paying back their investors. So they really learn everything that's involved with becoming an entrepreneur.
And Lemonade Day is really a no-brainer for us. It's about teaching young kids about business. It's about getting kids engaged, working with parents on positive activities. There's education involved. in it, business education. There's a mentoring involved in it, and there's personal initiative for our young people to learn and to pick up the kind of skills that will help them navigate challenges in life.
Well, we'll have stands as we did last year set up in all 34 of the Art Van locations around the state, so we make it easy and convenient for the kids not only to get the tools that they need, so we'll have backpacks and all the equipment and the learning equipment that they need, tools that they need to set up their businesses, but it'll be a place that they can set their stands up and actually sell the lemonade.
And so kids can go pick up these backpacks at your locations, starting when?
April 16th, we'll have a list on our website at artvan.com, and it's at 17 of the 34 locations, so they'll be spotted around the state, and the list will be on the website. They can take a look.
So make sure to get some kids involved in Lemonade Day Detroit for 2012. Again, it's on June 9th. Go to their website, check it out. This is Natalia Petrozuk reporting from Troy, Michigan. Back to you, Dave.
In case you haven't noticed, we like Bulldogs here at the Detroit Regional News Hub, which is why we stopped by Salon Posh to see what they're doing to help our friends at Detroit Bulldog Rescue. So we're here in Northville at Salon Posh with Tony and Jesse, and it's kind of unique to come into a salon and see Bulldogs. So how long have you guys been here, and why bring the dogs into work with you?
We have been here going on 5 years. It'll be 5 years in May. We decided to bring our dogs to work with us because we wanted a more family environment. It's a lot of fun having the dogs in here. The clients love it. You know, if someone's having a bad day, nothing puts a smile on their face more than a fat, chunky bulldog. They're a lot of fun. There are greeters. They hear the doorbell ring. They run to the front. They greet everybody. So we just wanted a more family environment, and how else to do it than bring your animals to work.
When it seems like they enjoy being here, I mean, they're not running around, they're not too scared of anybody.
No, not at all. Yeah, they have a lot of fun, and the clients love them. I mean, they're just little lugs, and they're just fun to have around.
And I know that you're also pretty involved, or getting very involved in the Detroit Bulldog Rescue. How did that come about?
I was contacted by Stacy Sloan, who was with the Detroit Bulldog Rescue, and I was just blown away with their mission and their passion. And we made it a priority to help them out as much as we could. We have a donation box in the front of the salon, and then I also try and raise money selling the 2012 calendars, things like that. And I just bring awareness to the need that they have for supplies or food or whatever. So we try and raise as much money as we can.
What's got you so passionate about this particular breed? Because not everybody likes a bulldog. I don't get it personally, but not everybody does. So what's got you so passionate?
Well, I think they fit our lifestyle. They're pretty lazy. They require a lot of activity, couch potato dogs, and they're very lovable. They give so much back to us, and so just instantly, attracted to the breed.
Yeah. So is it something that have you always brought the dogs into the salon with you then?
Yeah, since day one, the dogs have been coming to work. For me, they bring a lot of joy, and so for me, they provide that positive and loving environment for myself. And at Salon Posh, we like to dedicate ourselves to a positive environment and just dedicated to a fun and nurturing environment for our clients, our staff, and just visitors. And so I think the dogs, they give that sense of welcome and, hominess.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of people that stop in. There aren't even clients at the salon. They stop in frequently all the time just to play with the dogs. They're always in the front window, so people see them walking past. So they stop in, they play with the dogs, and, they go about their day. So it's a lot of fun.
So if somebody wants to come out here to Salon Posh to either support the Bulldogs or get a little something done, how do they find you guys?
We can find us on the web, obviously. We have a website, salon-posh.com. All kinds of advertising. Facebook, we're on Facebook as well, Salon Posh Northville. But other than that, we have a lot of word-of-mouth traffic. We have people that come in and say, hey, is this the Bulldog Salon? People know us by the Bulldog Salon, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, hopefully, we came out because we like Bulldogs too. They're our mascot, so good to support fellow Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you.
The Downtown Detroit Partnership recently held their annual meeting where they looked at the past year's successes and what they're hoping to accomplish in the future. The students from Youth Neighborhood News, Sam Logan Network have this recap of the day's events.
The annual DDP Luncheon focuses on what they have done to make Detroit a place to live, work, and play. I'm Morgan Levant reporting.
Hundreds of people from various organizations attended the annual Downtown Detroit Partnership Lunch. Bishop Edgar Van Jr. offered the invocation while other speakers addressed issues around improving downtown. The speakers included DDP Board Chair Cindy Paskey, Wayne County Executive Robert Vacano, DDP Executive Chair and CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Dan Lepp, as well as city resident Craig Steiner, who is enticed by the Live Downtown program. Craig has lived in cities like New York, New Mexico, and just a few miles north of Detroit, in Ferndale.
In a short period of time, 300 families have moved downtown with an additional 123 in the pipeline. 75% are coming from outside of the city, and 2/3 are between the ages of 21 and 35.
All these things that I've been talking about are within walking distance, and I really think that's probably been my favorite part of moving downtown, is that I can walk to basically anything I want to.
Dave Blaskowitz, the DDP president, not only welcomed everyone to the event, but he also highlighted many Detroit landmarks and jewels. Dave called Mayor Dave Bing and his administration terrific partners of the DDP. He also talked about the significance of the CLEAN program and 211 on the go.
CLEAN, is probably one of our most recognized projects, our green and white trucks all over the city. We've been removing graffiti, picking up trash, power washing sidewalks since 2006. As I mentioned before, we've expanded the geography quite a bit. We're in Riverfront, Midtown, Downtown, Campus Martius Park, East Jefferson. We're all over the place, and that's terrific. Since inception, we have picked up 4.7 million pounds of trash. So that's a lot of trash. 211 on the go, another one of our mainstay programs, obviously servicing the homeless population for many, many years as well. But they're also focused on trying to help us create a walkable downtown community. And what we're doing now is actually asking them to help us with our safety and security agenda. And when we talk about safety and security, this is our absolute #1 priority for DDP. We have, as you can see in this picture, terrific support. But this is much more than just going to the police department and asking them to get engaged in our agenda. It's private security as well as public security, and it goes beyond that. We've also included code enforcement, landscaping, lighting, and the Lighthouse Project, which Cindy talked about earlier. All of these are integrated in a much more strategic view on how we deal with safety and security.
M1 Rail is on its way, and DDP is supportive of the project. There are also major developments in the works.
The Davids, as we affectionately refer to them, the David Broderick Tower, 127 units, 3 floors of commercial space that we're going to use for second stage business, and a restaurant first floor will be delivered in September. The Roxbury is driving the David Whitney project, and this is really an exciting project as well. 7,000 square feet of new neighborhood retail, a fully reactivated Grand Circus Park people mover station, 135 room, a loft boutique style hotel, which is a W product. Very excited about that. And 108 market rate rental apartment units.
Capitol Park is also a major project DDP is focusing on, as well as the creation of the D-Hive.
We've moved the buses to the new Rosa Parks terminal. We've resurfaced the park. We've relit the park with new LED lighting. There's new landscaping. There's new art in the park. And we purchased 3 major assets around the park. The D-Hive is an example of the power of collaboration to address the issues of talent retention and attraction in Detroit. But it also, I think more importantly, becomes the front door to downtown Detroit. When we look at Woodward Avenue, this is the place that we go to find out where we can get a place to live downtown, where we can open our retail shop, or how do we get in touch with other folks if we're looking to locate our business here.
The goal is to create a clean, safe, vibrant, and economically stable city for everyone, including us, the future leaders of our region. I'm Kendall Levant for YNN Logan Network, where we bring you the younger side of the news.
The big event in downtown Detroit this week was obviously Tigers opening day. But there's so much more to do in downtown Detroit than just what happens in Comerica Park. That's why we give you this week's Dig Downtown 5. Every city seems to have one holiday that everybody comes out to celebrate. In New Orleans, that would be Mardi Gras. In Tampa, it's Gasparilla. And in Detroit, it's Tigers opening day. So it's probably safe to assume that you're going to be among the 75,000 people expected to enjoy the festivities in downtown Detroit. And to make sure the day is fun and safe for everyone, we suggest you check out our latest blog post to stay on top of the action. And if you're looking for something in downtown Detroit to capture your imagination after the Tigers beat up the Red Sox, we cordially invite you to continue watching this video. Number 1 this week, D-Jazz Showcase featuring Cat Orlando, Rare Standard, and Tracy Cash Thomas. Now, in case you need to wind down after the opening day festivities, here's a great option for you. Music Hall is just a few blocks from Comerica Park, and if you bring in your ticket stub from the game, you'll get into the event for half price. Number 2, Supino loves the arts too. The pizza at Supino Pizzeria, it should be enough of a reason for you to get down to Eastern Market on a regular basis. But if you find yourself in need of a little extra motivation to grab a slice of deliciousness, this week they're donating a percentage of sales to the 6th annual Belle Isle Art Exhibit. Number 3, The Artist at Cass City Cinema. Yes, this is the same silent film that audiences and critics went gaga for last year, and you have the chance to view it for only $5 a piece this weekend. Number 4, Twisted Toys and Mad Scientists, Victorian and Steampunk Affair. Now, any event with a make-your-own robot station is definitely a winner with us. But when you throw in some music, some live entertainment, cupcakes in steampunk fashion, well, you probably just guessed where we're going to be hanging out on Saturday night. And number 5, Mix at the Max featuring the Knights. We hear the words young professionals and networking event a lot at Dig Downtown Detroit, but this particular event really captured our imagination because it's a really unique way to experience the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, and the appetizers and refreshments they have lined up for you promise to be just as tasty as the networking event itself. From outside Twitter's new Detroit headquarters, the Madison Building, that's this week's Dig Downtown 5. There are plenty of unique places to go in downtown Detroit, places like Campus Martius Park or the Fox Theater, but you might not have heard of the PuppetArt Gallery, which is exactly why Ashley Hennon took some time to focus on the folks there for this week's Detroit People.
I had a friend who was here first, and he asked me to come for something kind of trivial, like to help videotape a rehearsal. And after that, I came a little bit more and more, and Igor, the artistic director, kind of hooked me in. I've been here ever since. Puppetry, it's not very common, and it was intriguing because I didn't really know much about it, but it was sort of fascinating somewhere inside, subliminally or subconsciously. And then it helped a little bit that the founders were Russian. I was already fascinated by that culture and whatnot. So that was basically all I needed to kind of get drawn in. And then I was able to express myself, so it was a nice outlet. So it was something I kind of found that I needed too. Since these puppets are characters, inside they should have like a soul and a personality. So bringing out that soul and kind of going from the inside out is the intriguing part for me, because it's supposed to be residing inside this object. And the job that I have and others have is to make it come alive from within, not like just moving it around, kind of manipulating it, more like animating it from within. I could just think kind of all day long about what I'd like to do, but either maybe it can't do it or maybe it shouldn't be done, and it all should come out with the practice and how much time I spend with it. And the more I work, the better it comes, and I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm kind of proud of some of the things that I am able to accomplish, but there's still so much more. It's like a never-ending process. You can never reach the top. That's the point. It's not achievable. It's like ideal. Being in this theater for 10 years, it's like I get to get real close with these people, and our principal designer is the one I've always worked with, and it's nice that it revolves around working together and with the puppets and theater. It's all connected to art. So Igor is the artistic director. He's sort of like a second father. Ira is the designer. She's like a second mother. 10 years is a long time, and we've gotten pretty close. It helps, and helps you attain a special understanding, I guess. Yeah, well, the Crane Maiden, the Japanese one, seems to hit people in a certain way. It's kind of a heavy show, kind of a bit for adults, but not like bad for children, just sort of heavy, darker kind of subject matter. That one will certainly be good. That show, it's like when they feel for this puppet, they can kind of feel for it more than... maybe in some way more than just a human actor, because it's like the audience meets you halfway with that whole suspension of disbelief, and it doesn't have to be a human for them to react for human emotions. And the fact that this puppet is communicating these ideas that the audience absorbs, and the fact that they see me controlling it, there's like a nice little romance between the audience and me and the puppet, and I think that they react very deeply to it.
We hope the last half hour has been both fun and informative for you as we dig deeper into the transformation that's happening here in metropolitan Detroit. As always, there are a lot of people that are behind the scenes that make this show happen, but most importantly, there's you, the viewer. Thanks for tuning in. Buena suerte, Detroit.